What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I've gone through my plan for XRP quite a few times, especially as I added more XRP to my portfolio. When I was at 3,000, I felt a different way about XRP than I do now, where I'm at hundreds of thousands, right? I was able to buy in pretty low before you saw the massive amount of hype that came along with XRP. Yes, there was always hype and always a community behind it, but then once you start to see things explode, you have a boatload of people that are just trying to jump on the bandwagon or just trying to get in on the hype. And usually those are the people that, no offense to anybody that did get there, those are the first people that will complain about the price drop, right? Going up to a $3.65 price, and you're like, oh, this is going crazy. We know it's going to go to higher levels, but us being invested in at 50 cents or a dollar look a lot worse, right? Look like we're in the best spot in the world compared to someone that got in at $3.65. So those people that invest in at $3 to $3.65, and as they see the retracements that happen from those levels, will get upset with you because you're talking about higher prices than where they even bought at, but it's not at those higher prices now. Know that the markets will fluctuate. Right, we will see highs, we will see lows, we will see it go up and then retrace down to a lower point, up, retrace down to a low point. But ultimately, when you look at the bigger picture, 10,000 foot, 100,000 foot view, you can see that it's climbing the mountain, right? Whether it's going up and going back down, going up, going back down, the ultimate trend is up, right? So that's what we expect from that. But I know that XRP, right, in my opinion, right, I believe that XRP will get to $100 per coin, right? It has the ability to get there. It could easily get there. It's not saying it's 100% because anything could happen within these processes. It depends on the different things that are implemented, the different use cases, the adoption, the push for this position versus anything else, the time frame. It depends on a lot of different things. So it could easily get to these levels. Knowing that it can easily get to these levels, you should find abilities or the ability to accept lower levels there, right? $20, $30, $50, $5, $10, $20, whatever, right? You're accepting these lower levels knowing that that's the ultimate peak point with everything going as planned. But if things start to fall through, maybe you're at $99 of a peak point. Maybe you're at $97 of a peak point. Do you know what I mean? Like there's so much room for error and improvement. And while we see what we see, I still only have a certain level of tunnel vision because there's so many things that could happen outside of the scope of adoption, right? The scope of the government taking over the crypto or having a reserve or big banks being a major part in utilizing XRP, right? That we know that it could be better. It could also be worse. But if we know what that peak point is, we know we can accept a lot in between. And this is why I have exit plans that are set up for 5, 20, 30, 50, 100, right? Those levels. So what we're going to talk about in this video is how easily XRP could get to $100 per coin. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to check out my link for BTCC, feel free to do so. That link is in the description. It'll be at the top of the description. If you specifically use my link, you will get a 10% deposit bonus. You can get extra bonuses up to $10,055. You can also get 40% lower trading fees. So there's a lot of things that are going on with this. And again, if you specifically use my link here, there's also a giveaway that's going on. So we scroll down here. There is a $1,000 USDT giveaway to 2 winners. It's a competition from December 5th to December 31st. So if you are somebody that signs up, deposits, and trades within that time frame, you can be entered for this giveaway. 500 USDT to split $1,000 to split between 2 people, 500 per person, that you choose or we choose as a winner. And I believe it's random. So feel free to go ahead and be a part of that. Enter the giveaway. You don't have to deposit a crazy amount. You don't have to trade a crazy amount. If you make one trade, you are entered for that giveaway. So please enter because it's free money. Anyways, again, I wanted to talk about XRP because XRP is one of my favorite positions that I hold, and it took a while to get up to where it is today. From again 3,000 coins to hundreds of thousands of coins because I was able to just consistently invest over time at a low level. Currently, XRP is sitting at $2.17, $131 billion market cap. Fully diluted value is $217 billion market cap, with $4.3 billion worth of volume in the last 24 hours. The circulating supply is sitting at about 60 billion coins. And then you have a max supply of 100 billion with a total supply, because you do have burns or a natural deflationary aspect of it, 99.98 billion coins. Now, there's a lot going for XRP when it comes to being in the news, when it comes to being in conversations with banks, partnerships with businesses, partnerships with, or conversations with governments, and just being in the room when it comes to discussing cryptocurrency, being the largest American or U.S. cryptocurrency, parent company, and cryptocurrency itself. It's set in a good spot, right? I think XRP has a lot of promise. Now, there's so much that could happen with all of these things, right? When it comes to cross-border payments, it comes to simple transactions, it comes to bank transactions and making it ease of use there. Standard investments, as you're holding those XRP coins for potential use as well as potential growth within them, treating them as an appreciating asset as well as a currency to be able to use. There's so much light at the end of the tunnel that people really only see what they see, right? They only see what's happening here, but there's so much left on the table. Now, I believe that XRP can easily reach $100 per coin. Now, as we grow in the overall supply, it gets a little bit more difficult because you look at the market cap and you're like, how can you justify a market cap of, multiple trillions of dollars? But when you look at something that could be literally the face of cryptocurrency, past Bitcoin, past Ethereum, that's something that you have to take, into account here, right? So when I look at my, let's say, exit plan spreadsheet, right? This is one that I built more recently to go over different prices that I plan to sell at. Even though I believe it's going to get to a $100 price point, you can see all of these price points to where I'm taking certain amounts, 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, 50,000 in the beginning, right? Because you have, if you accept that it can get to these points, and it can easily get to those points, you give it the life to do so, right? You're not selling all of it at a $5 point. You're giving it the ability to get to that $7 point, to get to that $10 point, that $20 point, right? And that's what I'm looking at there, right? You're looking at something that could possibly take over as the main digital currency that's being used not only in the US but around the world. If you just look at the currencies or the fiat currency and the flow of fiat currency now, right? The amount of money that's in circulation right now, you have what, $2.8 trillion dollars worth of worth of money that's in circulation as of like right now. And it may be a little bit different. I think the numbers that I was getting was from years ago. But if you have that much, you're looking at how much can the a digital currency take over from, the fiat currency, the flow of fiat currency. And I think you could possibly see maybe a max of 50%, which would be around 1 trillion. Let's say in that time frame, it could be $2 trillion. A $2 trillion price point at the current stage and the current level, you would be looking at a $35 price point here for a $2 trillion market cap for cryptocurrency if it was taking over that. Now, also, you're not only factoring in the US, you're factoring in the world. You're also factoring in the amount that can be held that's going to be stored to the side because of this asset that's appreciating. Let's say that 20%, you know what, let's make it easier. 33% of that supply was, held to the side because it's being held throughout the world in different banks, in different places, and people that believe in it for the long haul are using it as that, appreciating asset and treating it as like real estate and treating it as, Bitcoin, a store of value, right? You're now looking at 40 billion coins that's technically in circulation. Well, now you have it to go a little bit further, where a $2 billion or $2 trillion market cap is a $50 price point. And then you go even further and say a $100 price point would only be a $4 trillion market cap. And the reason why I say that it can easily get to those points is because you're not only looking at the US flow of money. If you were looking at just that, right? There's so much more. We're just looking at the flow of money. Imagine, also including, imports, exports, including, cross-border, payments and things of that nature, and the natural flow of that money, and transactions there as well, and having banks that are in need of utilizing that to easily send and receive, right? You're now also including other countries around the world that are also utilizing XRP. This is where things are endless, and it's like something could happen here that's positive, something can happen here that's positive. We can also have things that happen that's negative, but there's so many positive things that can happen and will happen for XRP that limiting it to a $200 billion market cap or a $1 trillion market cap is ridiculous. It has more use and more value than Bitcoin. So getting to a $2 trillion market cap, in my opinion, no brainer. Getting to a $4 trillion market cap, no brainer. Getting to a $10 trillion market cap, in my opinion, is a no brainer. So looking at it at a $4 trillion market cap, or even if you added all of the supply, and now you're at a $100 billion market cap, or 100 billion coin supply, you would have a $10 trillion market cap at a $100 price point. I don't see any problem in that. Some people do because they haven't seen it before. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Before Amazon was Amazon, many people questioned it. Before Tesla was Tesla, many people questioned it. Before Facebook was Meta and got to the places that it's at, many people questioned it. So people are just going to question, they're going to doubt, they're going to be haters in a way of what you own and what you believe in. And this is something that I believe in. So you guys can say whatever you want. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links for BTCC down below. I have a specific link. If you use my link, you will get a 10% deposit bonus, extra bonuses up to $10,055. Also, you can enter that giveaway of 1,000 USDT to 2 winners. You get split between 2 winners, so you'll get 500 USDT if you sign up, deposit, and trade. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.